Hey everybody, I'm Mike with pinkbike.com, and on today's Tech Tuesday we're going to show you how to check and properly adjust your headset. Depending on what kind of stem and headset that your bike uses, you may need to use either a 4, 5, or 6 millimeter Allen key. On this Commencal, we'll only need a 5 millimeter. The first thing that we'll need to do is figure out if your headset is either too tight or too loose. So in order to do that, you're going to hold on to only your front brake and place your hand over your lower headset cup and fork crown. While holding the front brake only, and with your hand over the headset cup and lower fork crown, rock the bike back and forth. If it's too loose, you'll feel knocking between the two. If you have a dirt jump bike that doesn't have a front brake, you can simulate this by turning the front wheel 90 degrees and rocking it back and forth with your hand in the same spot. Your stem clamp bolts are usually found at the back of your stem, and you will need to loosen these before we make any adjustments. We need to be sure that these bolts are tight when we're done, as these bolts are what hold your stem onto your steer tube. Directly on top of your stem, you'll find your top cap, and in the center of that, your headset preload bolt. This determines the amount of bearing tension on your headset. Too tight, and your bars won't turn freely. Too loose, and your headset will knock back and forth. Once you've determined if your headset is either too loose or too tight, you'll need to start by loosening your stem clamp bolts first. This will allow you to adjust the bearing tension. Once you've loosened your stem clamp bolts, you'll need to adjust the bearing preload bolt on the top of the stem. If the headset is too tight, you'll need to turn it to the left, but only a quarter turn at a time and then recheck. If it's too loose, you'll need to turn it to the right, clockwise, but again, only a quarter turn at a time and then recheck. Once you're positive that your headset is adjusted right, you'll need to retorque your stem clamp bolts to the manufacturer's specifications. Once you're positive that your headset is adjusted correctly, you need to realign your stem before retightening your stem clamp bolts. In order to do this, stand over your top tube and sight directly down from above. When sighting down from above, make sure that the center line of the stem is aligned with the center of the tire. Be sure to recheck your headset and stem bolts before you hit the trails. Now you know how to readjust your headset. We'll see you next Tech Tuesday. This sounds like a happy kitten, a hungry kitten, and this sounds like a cat in heat.
Watch out for the tripod.